Ah, well, I didn't even know you were a vegetarian, but then again, if Sam has chosen to become a vegetarian or be a vegetarian, it would be because of his fatherly and motherly influence. Well, I'm happy to see that you're taking care of yourself, and you've proven a lot of good points. One, meats nowadays, red meats especially, are more carcinogenic in greater doses. The Canadian health chart for our Canadian nutrition system actually says that we can't go over about the size of. I don't have a deck of cards here, but it, actually a deck of cards would be the size of my camera. So about like this big. Can't be anything. A piece of meat can't be any thicker than this. Can't be bigger than this in size. And it would be once every 2 days. You wouldn't be able to eat more fish than maybe once every 2 days or once a week because of the mercury content. Chicken's the same thing. It's less carcinogenic, but with all the treatments that they're receiving, if it's from mass marketed chicken, unfortunately they tend to be cramped up in conditions that are so poor, even humans fear to tread um, when they're working in those particular locations. Pork, the same thing. It's from the small pork growers, the small beef growers, the small chicken growers, all those people, well, growers, farmers, actually raise smaller amounts of chicken. The costs are more in regards to us as the consumer. How much more depends on your farmer, and it depends on what they're offering, and it depends on how good they're selling. But if you do one thing, and I have yet to find anybody to partner up with in regards to it, where you can actually go and find a farmer, be two, three people to actually purchase a cow or a chicken, or well, chickens in this case. Same with a pig. If you do go into eating meat, at least then when you're doing this type of transaction where you actually buy the animal from scratch as soon as it's born, and tell the farmer that you're raising, you would like to feed and raise the animal so that you have a hand in actually growing your animal to maturity and then to the slaughterhouse. Um, Normally, when you do that, there's usually no bovine growth hormones or hormones of any kind, no antibiotics, no chemicals injected. You try to feed it with as much natural processed foods, well, natural foods, period, such as grain, uh, to actually allow it to be happy and also give it free range. Studies have been proven that free range animals produce better quality byproducts of their own functionality. Cows, better milk, chickens, better eggs, and better meat overall when you're actually eating them. Trust me on this, I can't be vegetarian because I'm going to pine for the meat. And also, I have issues with some of the natural foodstuffs that exist. Soy being one of them, which unfortunately, as a vegetarian, you do need to be able to enjoy once in a while because it is one of the highest proteined items that you can get. I'm intolerant to soy, so that means too much of it, I end up having digestion issues. That being put aside, um, there is a big difference in the quality of the meat, the taste, the texture. It's a little bit more sweeter, it's a little bit more richer, it's less, um, for the lack of a better word, gummy overall. But when you can't purchase it because it's out of your price range, I mean, the package of boneless chicken breasts, skinless, would probably cost almost like $40. Um, so you have to go with what's available. When your pocketbook actually allows you to purchase it, you purchase it. And I can't go really with meat completely meatless during a whole week. I've tried; it doesn't work well. I usually end up having to go for some hamburger or something a little bit cheaper in regards to quality of meats. Uh, but I'm tempted in discovering what you were trying to cook or what you were cooking and preparing, Mike. The reason why is because I would like to add more vegetarian flavor into my cooking here, and I'd be interested in knowing what you know about cooking or recipes that you have that you like to pass on that might be good. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms. I do enjoy mushrooms, but they have to be prepared in a specific way. Either fresh in the salad or done in a marinade, which will actually give them full flavor. Eggplant, I've never been able to prepare properly. Zucchini, I can. Onions, I can. Beans of all sorts, I have no issues with. In fact, I should actually do a bean soup. I've got a recipe that my mom passed on to me, which is very high in fiber, very delicious, and it just needs a mix of beans, various beans, which I told myself I'd never eat, but I actually ate every single bowlful heartily and happily, along with a slice of 12 multigrain or 12 grain multigrain bread baked by either the local supermarket or bought from the local Dutch baker. So, Mike, one more thing I wanted to pass on. The reason why some people do become vegetarians is also it helps detoxify the system. The more items that you bring into your body, the faster you're having issues. The faster you can clean it out, the better you feel quicker. I did not go and work into my environmental field due to the reasons of me not finding a job and then me rethinking my career option. For the simple fact that I didn't want to be contaminated by any carcinogens or anything else that I'd be exposed to, which after discussing it at length with a mentor that I was doing my internship with, he said that as an insurance policy for himself has him doing blood work every 6 months to verify the toxicity levels of any of the common known carcinogens or common known items that they have to be close to on a daily basis. When you respond to an oil spill, a gasoline spill, anything else that's relevant to that, mercury poisoning, so on and so forth. Yeah. So I haven't gone for that, but I do know that being a vegetarian also allows a lot of things. But on the flip side of it, I've also heard from vegetarians that they also have to eat 4 times in a day. But I don't mean big meals, but they have to eat so that their body gets X number of energy bursts so that they can go through their day. Unfortunately, I didn't ask the question to Sam and Meg when I got a chance to meet them. So I ask the question now to anyone who wants to answer this, not just Mike. Please leave me your comments, and I'll be reading them as soon as they come in. And if you've got any recipes you want to pass on, send it as a private message. I'd be happy to actually try them on my vlog, Cooking with Jan, and give it my best. Anyways, have a nice one.